Like I was saying, apologies for the delay, and hopefully we get this thing underway. Only 7 minutes into qualifying. So yeah, whew. So yeah, well, Whitson, well, I also, well, I'm in the U.S. for example, so for me, when I searched, we're starting at 8 p.m. GMT, so when I searched up what time is it at GMT right now, I saw it was 7, but I guess the guys in Britain, or in Europe really, were saying that it was 8 p.m. GMT. So if you're in the US, that's might be why it seems like we're starting an hour early. It was an hour early for me, that's the way I saw it, which is why this stream is a bit late as well, so apologies for that, but thankfully we have everything up and running now, and we are underway. So yeah, Albatross leading us out. He's set the fastest lap so far with a 155.7, followed by Hyped Nova, Merv Martin, and Het Boompje, who are all coming into the pits. So unfortunately this time not as many drivers as we had last weekend in Bahrain short. Today only 11 compared to last time's 16 I believe that we had in Bahrain short, which was lovely to see. Yeah, Whitson, so there you go. Yep. Yeah, I'm Eastern time, so I thought it was for me it would have been 4. But when I checked Discord at 3, everyone was asking why the lobby wasn't set up, so a bit weird, but yeah. At least we're up and running now. It's the most important thing. So it looks like we're going to be dry here as well in Belgium. For their weekend, I believe the guys were saying in the chat that all races should be dry. Spa is one of those tracks on the F1 2020 game where rain is a bit more, what do you call it? A bit more regular than other tracks. So Spa, you always need to. It's always good to get some wet practice in before actually racing at Spa, because you never know what the weather could be in Belgium. As we see DeRoy now starting his lap. I'm going to turn on the track map. There we go. Yeah, most people in the pits, other than Lorik, Het Boompje, and who are we just watching? DeRoy. So these 3 out on laps, and yeah, we'll see what they can do. DeRoy hasn't set a lap yet, neither has Lorik, and Lorik was up there last time as he crosses the line, and it's a 155.9. So yeah, him and his teammate doing really well at the moment, Albatross and Lorik. We saw them at the front, fighting at the front in Bahrain short, and we're seeing them again in qualifying at the front here in Spa. Whether or not they can keep it that way, we'll have to wait and see. we'll see if there's any team tactics. I'll be curious to see if there's any team tactics between any of the teams. Obviously, down the Camel Straight, I believe it is. You can gain quite a bit of time with a nice tow, as we see Lorik invalidates his lap. So we'll see if any teammates decide to time it so that they give each other tows, because it definitely could help out your first sector time by a fair bit without you really having to do much. So yeah, I'll be curious to see if any drivers decide to team up with their teammate. We have DeRoy and Hypernova, Lorik and Albatross, and then Head Boomke and Merv Martin. And I don't think Benny and AGHM are actually on the same team. I believe that those are two separate teams. As who was that just improved? I'm not sure. All I know is DeRoy, who just crossed the line. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he had the best of laps because he is 2 seconds off of Jack the Lad in 7th at the moment. Oh yeah, so this is interesting. Here we go. Merv Martin and Head Boompier getting very close to each other. We'll see if Merv Martin decides... Yeah, because he's on an outlap, so Head Boompier here could be setting up to give Merv Martin a nice little tow. So we'll see how that goes. He's a bit far ahead, Head Boompier. So maybe not. It doesn't look like he will actually, so... Yeah, no, Merv Martin will not be getting a tow from Head Boomke. I was wrong about that one. Now Hypernova is out on a lap as well. He's getting a nice little slipstream from Benny, who's on an outlap, and DeRoy. Oh yeah, DeRoy's gonna have a much better lap if he can just hook it up here in this final sector. He's up by 2.5 seconds. So if he finished now, that would put him in 7th, just ahead of Jack the Lad. So hopefully he can improve a bit more. As looks like Benny spun out of the final corner trying to get some nice traction. It looks like he has lost a bit of his front wing. But back to DeRoy now as he comes through the bus stop chicane and is now opens up DRS and crosses the line for a 156.7, like I predicted, in 7th place. Yeah, it does look as though Benny has a bit of front wing damage on the front right end plate. Does not look to be in the right place. It looks to be gone. So he's probably going to dive it into the pits to change that, because yeah, you can. Yeah, I can't imagine he'd want to set a lap with a damaged front wing. As we have yellow flags just behind him, but it looks like there's... Oh, as he invalidates. So yeah, definitely didn't help that he didn't have any front wing. He just kind of understeered off the track. And, yeah. That helped cause the invalidation. So yeah, he'll definitely be diving it into the pits to change that front wing. And yeah. Hopefully we'll get out on another lap and set a competitive time, because we know Benny has been quite quick here in these F2 cars in this league so far. So he gets a bit squirrely coming to the pits. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Benny can do around this track. as DeRoy also comes into the pits, so not too many people out. Het Pompier has his lap invalidated. Hyped Nova also invalidated, and Stuart Little is on an outlap, so no one really going to be setting much better times now. Stuart Little, another driver that I always feel is there or thereabouts, but never seems to make it to the front. Unfortunate for him, so he's going to get it one of these days, I'm sure, around this track. Maybe not around this track, but in this league, I'm sure. As Stuart Little begins his first lap. He might get a nice little slipstream from Benny here. We'll see if Benny moves out the way or if he'll give him a nice little slipstream. Let's see where. Yeah, so there's Stuart Little. And yeah, he is going to try and benefit a bit from the slipstream, it looks like. Oh, but Stuart Little hasn't validated. Yeah, I was about to say, he didn't look like he was coming up to Benny too quickly, so I wasn't sure what had happened, but that makes a lot more sense. Stuart Little with his invalidation, not going full steam down the Kemmel Straight. So yeah, now let's see Merv Martin beginning his lap. Oh, and this, here we go. This is what we were waiting to see. This is the slipstream that I was talking about. Merv Martin is going to get a nice slipstream off of Het Pompier. Oh yeah, look at that. It gains you a lot of time, it really does. And he is 3/10 up on his previous first sector time. And the first sector is really one sharp turn and then Eau Rouge and Radion. So, wait, did I say that right? I think so. So yeah, that's quite a time improvement, and it really shows, I think. Not all of it was the slipstream, but I'm sure a lot of that, at least a tenth, was from the slipstream. So, good stuff from Merv. He had a good first sector. Let's see what he can do here in the second sector. He does a nice job through, I'm not sure what the turn name is, but a very, very quick left-hand turn. Requires a lot of bravery to get that turn as good as possible. And he is 9/10 up on his previous best time, Merv Martin is. Purple to the second sector, so if he can just continue this, he should be on here for a provisional pole lap. He's only 6/10 down on Albatross at the moment, so as long as he doesn't lose 3/10 in the bus stop chicane, then he should be all good. He goes maybe a bit too deep, but that's alright. Rides the second curb very nicely, gets good traction, opens up the RS, and that is going to be, yes, pole lap by 1.2 seconds. Merv Martin with a 155.1, storming ahead of the competition. And now he's going to be waiting for Het Pompier, who is starting his lap. You can just see him coming around the turn there. And Het Pompier is now going to get a very, very nice tow off of Merv Martin, who is waiting for him at the beginning of the Kemmel Straight. So let's see how this works out. Doesn't invalidate through turns 2 and 3. And now gets a beautiful slipstream from Merv Martin there. That's going to help him out a lot as well. Let's see if he gets how much he improves his first sector by. Only 0.07 of a second, so not as dramatic of an improvement as we saw Merv Martin have in the first sector, but nonetheless still an improvement, and still something that he can work with coming into the second and third sectors. Het Pompier is going to want to improve by about 1.5 seconds if he wants to get near Merv Martin to challenge for pole position, and I'm sure that's his goal. So now he comes through the sweeping left-hand turn, downshifted one, and then almost immediately back onto the gas, into 6th gear, braker on the 50-meter board, and then a nice sweeping right and left-hand, right and left-handers here. Extend the track as much as you can. This turn here, very difficult, very easy to lose the back end, but he does a nice job through there. This turn, not flat through F2 cars, I saw he lifted a bit there, and then takes the tight line, the quickest way to the bus stop chicane. I didn't catch how far up on his time he was through the 2nd sector, but we're about to find out as he's going to come now through bus stop chicane, braker on the 100-meter board. Ooh, that is not going to help his time at all. Had boom PA, unfortunately. Does a bit of a drift through the bus stop chicane and has to enter the pits because of that. DeRoy on another lap. Actually, we're going to go with Lorick, he's on an out lap. So we'll watch DeRoy. He's going to be the next across the line. And we'll see what DeRoy can do as he comes towards the end of Sector 2 in the very nice looking Carlin car. I like it a lot. Nice little Red Bull livery. Again, very tricky right-hand turn. He gets on the power nice and early, and he's up by 6/10. So DeRoy is on for a good lap as well. Purple to the middle sector. I'm not sure how accurate that actually was. But he's going to want to improve by a lot more if he wants to get close to Merv Martin. So I'm not going to say that was I don't think, based on his lap time, that was the fastest middle sector. But nonetheless, still a quick middle sector if you're up by 6/10. And now through the bus stop chicane. Does a nice job through there from the looks of it. Gets on the power nice and early as well. Opens up DRS. And then straight to the line. And it is a 155.782, 6 milliseconds ahead of Albatross, who is now on his outlap. And we will see what response Albatross has for that one. AGHM in the Prema on an outlap, I believe. Benny just crossed the line with a 155.9. That puts him up into 4th place at the moment. And who's going to be next to cross the line? Jack the Lad will be next, but he is invalidated, unfortunately. So Jack the Lad will be going into the pits and yeah, seeing if he can improve on his time once he gets back out there. Lorick and Albatross, who's on an outlap. So who's going to be next across the line? It looks like Stuart Little, but he's on an outlap as well. And so is Simon Jr. So technically the next one across the line will be Lorick. And he has been quick all weekend, but through Sector 1 he was only just under a 10th up on his time. We'll see as he comes to the end of Sector 2 how much he's improved on his time. As now he comes to that Sector 2 line. It's almost by a second. So if he keeps this up, this is going to be a very, very nice time from Lorick. So now he comes steaming down the back straight. And now into the bus stop chicane. Let's see where he brakes. Probably around the 100-meter board, just a bit before the 100-meter board, actually. Rides the inside curve a bit more than we saw Merv Martin ride it, and takes a bit less curve on the second part of the turn than Merv Martin got it. But it doesn't matter because he has just set a 154.571, a whole 6/10 quicker than Merv Martin. So Lorick looking good here for a provisional pole, but we will see what the others have to say about that. Benny now coming to the end of his lap, but he is invalidated, unfortunately. AGHM Tiger, another very, very quick driver who got so unlucky at Bahrain last time around. He is coming to the end of his lap. I believe he was on pole actually in Bahrain short, so let's see if he can repeat that here in Belgium. Again, very nicely through the bus stop chicane. Rides a bit more curb than we saw Lorick do. Opens up DRS, and he's going to come across the line. It is a 154.881, so 3/10 off of Lorick's pace. So Lorick proving to have some good pace here around Spa. Ooh, who was that we just saw? Had Bompier, unfortunately. Looks like he has paid a visit to the barriers out of the exit of turn, what would that be? 4, 5, and 6. It looks like turn 6 he lost it. But we're going to go on board here with Albatross, who is 9/10 up on his time through Sector 2. So So he can definitely improve here through Sector 3 as well. Does a nice job. Again, all these guys doing really nice jobs through the bus stop chicane. He's going to come across the line. This is a fast lap, and it is a 1:54.487. Albatross getting the better of his teammate Lorik, and going just over a 10, or just under a tenth quicker than Lorik did. Stuart Little now coming to the end of his lap. Unfortunately, it is invalidated. He's going to want to go for another one and see if he can better that lap time, because he is down in 7th now after sitting in 3rd for quite a while. Lorik is coming to the end of another lap, but oh, he is, this is an in-lap for him. So it looks like he won't be, yeah, looks like F154.5 is the best he could do this qualifying session, and now we wait to see if anyone can dethrone him and his teammate Albatross from the front row. So right now it's a sea of pink on the front row, but we will have to wait and see if people such as Merv Martin, DeRoy, Benny, Stuart Little can do anything about that. Had Boompier as well. There's a lot of people here that have potential to dethrone Lorik and Albatross from AGHM Tiger was a millisecond slower that lap than his personal best. So very consistent. That's good to see. As now we see Merv Martin. Albatross also coming to the end, but that's an in-lap. So Merv Martin now through Sector 2. What's it going to be? He's up by a 10th. This is good, but it is not good enough to get provisional pole. He has to pull something out of the bag here in Sector 3, which is really only the bus stop chicane if he wants to snag pole position. He has to improve by half a second through the bus stop chicane if he wants to get pole position. So let's hop on board, see what he can do. Brakes. 125 meters before the turn. A bit deep again, but he seems to like doing that. Rides a lot of curb in the second part of the bus stop chicane, and now towards the line he comes. Merv Martin improves, but only by 0.07 of a second, which keeps him in 4th place. So Merv Martin, who has won, fun fact, Merv Martin has won every single feature race so far this season. So he'll be wanting to keep that streak going today in Spa, but it's proving to be quite difficult as things in qualifying aren't going exactly his way. I'm sure he would like to be higher up on the grid, with still several more people to go. DeRoy retires from the session as we're watching Head Boompier again get a beautiful slipstream off of Merv Martin. Merv Martin pulls out last second, and Head Boompier, unfortunately, despite that slipstream, still a 10th off his time. I'm trying to think who else might be coming across the line here, but not too many. I'm not seeing very many people on track that could potentially dethrone Albatross or Lorik from the front row. Lorik's on an outlap, but it's invalidated. It doesn't look like he's going to make it to the checkered flag, or to the start-finish line before the checkered flag comes out. So that is qualifying done for him. AGHM Tiger also qualifying done for him. Merv Martin, one last final shot attempt. Can he do it? He's going to get a bit of a slipstream here from Head Boompier on the back straight. Will it be enough, though? I didn't quite... Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. He's, Head Boompier 2/10 down in the second sector, so I don't think Head Boompier is going to improve either. But we'll see if he can do something special here through the bus stop chicane. Opens up DRS. Nope, it does not look like it's going to be an improvement for Head Boompier, and it isn't. So Benny now could still improve, but he gets loose. And that is definitely not going to help his time. Let's see. Oh, he's only 6/10 down, or 6/100 down on his time, so still room for improvement here despite that mistake that we just saw as we rode on board with him. Merv Martin in the pits as well, so Stuart Little and Benny the last hope, but Stuart Little is going slowly, so Benny really the last one here that could disrupt anything in the top 5. See, now he comes through the final chicane. Benny is going to get on the power, opens up DRS. Where is he going to go? Remains 7th. after a half a tenth of an improvement. So that is going to be qualifying, I believe. Stuart Little's just going into the pits now, but once he gets in there, that will be qualifying done. So, wow, quite the qualifying session. I'm sorry I didn't catch all of it. 7 minutes late, but we got the parts with the most action, thankfully. So now we move on to the feature race, which should be really exciting, because yeah, a lot can happen on the first lap with the Kemmel Straight, you know, slipstream. Yeah, and turn 1 at Spa, obviously, you know, is known for its chaos. So we will see. So there they are, official results for the Belgian F2 qualifying. Had Boompier actually qualified on mediums, didn't actually realize that. But anyways, Albatross on pole position, Lorik in second, his teammate for the BBWT HWA Race Lab, AGHM Tiger for the Prema in third. So Italians taking up the top 3, which is quite impressive. Merv Martin in 4th, DeRoy in 5th for Carlin, Stuart Little in 6th, Benny in 7th, Hyped Nova 8th, had Boompier in 9th on the medium, Jack the Lad in 10th, and Simon Jr. in 11th. In the Virtuosi, it was unfortunately not able to set a time. So now we move on to the feature race for, yeah, an exciting Belgian feature race here at Spa. Ooh, it's cloudy. Could this potentially hint at some rain come the end of the session? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and find out. We unfortunately here in spectator mode don't get weather forecasts like the drivers do, so we just get to wait and see and hope for the best. Hope for the rain to come, because it always makes it more exciting. No, we'll see. We don't need rain to spice up some F2 racing in Spa. These guys always make it quite exciting. Trying to switch the camera angle here, but the game is not cooperating. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go get a quick glass of water real quick, and then I will be back in a sec, so you guys can enjoy some peace and quiet and listen to the formation lap. Alright, so we are back now, just in time for the end of the formation lap. Lorik, unfortunately, got disqualified, so that's not going to do any good to his race start, as he's going to be sitting there on cold tires. So that could play into the hands of Albatross, who's going to get... Well, if he doesn't get a challenge from Lorik, then that would be nice for him. Hopefully, we don't get that glitch where the lights go out, but no one moves. Hopefully, it's all synced up in time. It was for Canada, but it wasn't for Azerbaijan or Bahrain short, so we'll just have to wait and see, really. As we see Albatross line up. This camera angle isn't the nicest, but hopefully, I think it should fix itself. Or not. There we go. It is 5 red lights. And oh, nope. Nope. Yeah, so we do have that glitch. We're gonna have to wait to hear the engines rev up, and then we'll know that they are getting ready. Oh, as they go now, here they go. So Albatross gets away well. Ooh, that was someone, I don't know who that was. Believe that was Benny, getting a bit squirrely off the line. But Lorik and Albatross going side by side through the first turn, and well, it looks like everyone has remained relatively clean through turn 1 here at Spa, so that is good to see. Lorik's going to have a beautiful run here on Albatross, coming through Eau Rouge and down the Kemmel Straight. Someone going wide there, that was Stuart Little, as he attempts to get past Merv Martin, who has made his way up into third, and now Lorik's going for the move on Albatross. They are side by side coming into turn number 4, but Lorik takes the lead over his teammate Albatross, sweeping around the outside, and now Stuart Little as well. And oh, Merv Martin has had a spin. Merv Martin, the leader of the F2 Championship Series, has spun out of turn, that would be turn 5. It looks like he made a bit of contact with Stuart Little, as Stuart Little was attacking him, or yeah, I believe Stuart Little was attacking him into turn 4. And when you touch the inside of a car, it's very easy for the cars to spin. So unfortunately, Merv Martin, wrong place at the wrong time, and just really unlucky for him. If he felt it was unfair in any way, he will, I'm sure, report it to the incidents, as unfortunately we didn't get to see exactly what happened. So, well, that was quite the entertaining start. Not too chaotic, actually, so these guys conducted it all quite nicely, which is good to see, other than the Merv Martin spin. And Benny now getting very close to the back of Simon Jr., and he's just gonna, well, they're gonna go side by side for a bit, aren't they? Because down this back, oh, as they get very close to each other. Simon Jr. and Benny still side by side into the bus stop chicane, but Benny is going to sneak ahead. Broke a bit later, but Simon Jr. is gonna have a nice exit, but it looks like he got a bit out of shape on the exit of it, of the bus stop chicane. But he's gonna have a beautiful slipstream. So we'll see. Hyped Nova, or Het Boompier. Oh, they're side by side, didn't even realize. But Het Boompier getting past Hyped Nova. And let's hop on board here with Albatross, who's getting very close to the back of Lorik. He's gonna have nice slipstream on him, on his teammate. But is he close enough? It doesn't look like he's close enough. But next lap, DRS will be enabled, so that will definitely assist him in his struggles to catch up, or to get past Lorik, who started in second and qualified only less than a 10th from Albatross, who started on pole. But Lorik had a nice start and was able to get past. HHM Tiger falling off a bit from Stuart Little. Same with Het Boompier, who was battling earlier with Hyped Nova. And yeah, the field really just spreading out now. Merv Martin doing a nice job. He was 7 seconds back last lap. Has already made it, reduced the gap to 5 seconds. So let's pull up the position change. Stuart Little had a cracking start, actually. But right as we say that, Stuart Little has spun. What happens to Merv Martin is that Simon Jr. as well into the barrier, and oh, almost took out Stuart Little again. So Stuart Little must have spun as well. It's very easy to lose traction on the sweeping right and left hand turns here in Spa. So that could very much be a possibility. Albatross already getting 3 seconds. So clearly getting a bit antsy behind Lorik. But now DRS should be enabled. Albatross, oh wow. That was a flurry of fastest laps there, but AGHM Tiger eventually coming out with the fastest lap. I believe DRS was enabled, I didn't quite see though. So this should aid Albatross massively in his attempt to get past his teammate Lorik. So here they come now, a bit of a lift through Eau Rouge. But now he's going to open up DRS, there it is. And he's gaining on Lorik, gaining. And he's going to swoop past his teammate for the lead of the race. As that is Stuart Little again with problems through Eau Rouge. So must have lost it a bit, and that is his front wing gone as well. So Stuart Little was off to a fantastic start, but now quite far down, unfortunately for him. AGHM Tiger, though, sitting pretty in third. He's stayed out of all the trouble this time, so it looks like luck is on his side, unlike last week in Bahrain. And the Carlins staying awfully quiet. Normally they're quite active in all the action, but today in Spa they decided to take a bit of a break and are just taking their time going up through the field. So yeah, good to see that. Well, they're still keeping it competitive, I guess, between each other. They've been very close, Hypernova and DeRoy, this entire season. In the two Carlins, they're always on similar pace. As now we're going to go back to the leaders because Lorik still very close to Albatross. So these two, I feel, are going to be going back and forth throughout a lot of this race, as they are very similar on pace, and these time penalties could come down to yeah, having the winner. So Lorik gets a nice little exit as well out of turn 1, and this is going to help him down into turns 2 and 3, Eau Rouge and Radion. And now he's going to open up DRS, and he's gaining so quickly on his team out in front. He's going to swoop past his teammate. So Albatross, he has left the session. Okay, I need to invite him back then. Alright, invite sent, and hopefully he joins back. As yeah, you can see how much time he's losing. He has joined. Alright, that's good. So he will be underway shortly, hopefully, but unfortunately losing a bit of time in the process, as he's going to lose even more time now. But it looks like he's back now, so he's going to fight his way through the field again. Unfortunately, connectivity can be a real problem sometimes. And now, for some reason, the intervals don't want to show up. So now it's all up to AGHM, who doesn't look like he's a second within Lorik. So Lorik's going to have some breathing room as Hypernova and DeRoy go at it, but DeRoy, I believe, no, Hypernova, sorry. He is coming into the pits now. Quite a slow pit entry, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what Benny can do here then on DeRoy. He's very close. Now he's gonna open up DRS. DeRoy, well, he's not going for the slipstream, so that's not going to help him out too much. And DeRoy is going to stay ahead for another lap as Benny decides to stay behind DeRoy for a bit longer at Boompier. with a comfortable race out in third. AGHM Tiger still clawing away at Lorik, getting closer and closer, I think. Yeah, he's been getting closer each lap, which is good to see. And then Merv Martin, who had the unfortunate spin at the beginning of the race, and Simon Jr. as well, deciding to pit. Simon Jr. also caught up in the same incident that Stuart Little did, or Stuart Little's first incident. He also had the incident through Eau Rouge a lap later. But yeah, quite a calm race, really. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, as that is DeRoy into the barrier. And DeRoy with a big mistake coming out. Oh, he got very close. Thank goodness ghosting is on, or else that would not have ended well for Jack the Lad or DeRoy. But DeRoy is back underway, unfortunately, after his spin, and Albatross very close to the back of Benny. He just needs to stay patient here. He's gonna have DRS, so you don't want to overtake too early, or else that's just gonna give Benny DRS down the Kimmel straight. But he forces Benny into a bit of an error. This is gonna play into his hands massively. He gets a nice exit and DRS, and he's going to capitalize on that and swoop past for the lead of the, or for the podium position in this Belgian Grand Prix. But see, now look, this is what I mean. Benny already so close after just being overtaken, and he's going to have DRS all the way down the Kimmel straight. So let's see if Benny can get close enough. Through Eau Rouge they go, and through Eau Rouge and Radion. And now Benny, with Slipstream and DRS, should get very, very close to Albatross, gaining on the BWT, but he's not going to be close enough. And Albatross remains ahead for another lap. AGHM slowly but surely taking a 10th or 2 out of Lorik, which is good to see. They're keeping it interesting. DeRoy's in the pits after his spin that we just saw. So Benny just really struggling to stay within that second range of Albatross. He's gonna wanna keep pushing though. He should have a bit of a slipstream down this straight here. Through, well, those are technically turns, so that was turn 17, and he's gonna come into the bus stop chicanes of turn 18 and 19, and he is just outside of DRS. But the DRS detection zone comes before the bus stop chicane, so yeah, it does look like he has just managed to hang on for another lap of DRS, which means he'll probably get it for the Kimmel straight as well, which is where you want it really, around Spa. Oh, good day, dude. I hope to see you next round as well. And, well, that should be an exciting one. It'll be in Monaco, so there will be a lot to commentate on, and it'll definitely be beneficial to have 2 over 1. As Jack the Lad just exited the pits as well. Merv Martin having to do a bit of a comeback drive after his first lap incident with Stuart Little. But yeah, for now, really, the field quite spread out. AGHM still, lap by lap, that gap is coming down, so he's staying consistent, and eventually, you know, Lorik will know. He'll see that time that time gap is going down to AGHM Tiger, and that might put him under a bit more pressure, and could force him into some mistakes, which AGHM could capitalize on. So AGHM just needs to stay consistent and just keep doing what he's doing, and he will catch up. As Simon Jr. has retired from the session, we couldn't see what happened there exactly, but it looked like he just ran into the wall. So that is a VSC. That is unfortunate for Simon Jr., who DNFs. Well, we're almost halfway through the race now, aren't we? Well, what am I saying? We're past halfway through the race. Lap 8 out of 13. Spa is a long track, so not too many laps to do. As Stuart Little gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC. That is one of the most painful penalties you can receive on this game. As Benny now enters the pits as well. He goes on to the soft tires. So he's going to be quick towards the end of this stint. That's what I'm expecting AGHM and Lorick to do as well. As Stuart Little also retired from the session. But that does not bring out this safety car or even the virtual safety car. Let's see if we can spot it. Nope, it's gone now. So, but yeah, it was down by turn 13. So, or it looks like out of the exit of turn 13. Stuart Little lost it, so that's unfortunate. Jack the Lad also getting a 3-second time penalty. We haven't really focused much on Jack the Lad. Just really minding his own business. A bit in no man's land, not really too many cars around him. He's got Merv Martin chasing him, but he is on the faster tire than Merv Martin, so he should pull away a bit. Let's see, who's stopped? Yeah, so who's stopped? Okay, so everyone but the top 3 have stopped. And it doesn't look like Head Boompier is really close enough to the top 3. Anyways, who is that going slowly? That was DeRoy going slowly. Looks like he's lost more front wing as well. The front right end plate seems to be gone off that Carlin. So he's going to, well, most likely want to go into the pits to service that one up. Yeah, you can see, look at that understeer through turn 10. That's just, yeah, he's definitely going to want to go in and fix that, as we still don't see AGHM Tiger or Lorick in the pits. I'm pretty sure it's mandatory to pit here in these feature races, so they'll want to come in soon. Same with Albatross, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you don't need to. Oh, is that as a safety car? As DeRoy has DNF'd. So this will make things very interesting. Lorick will definitely want to pit now. And so will AGHM Tiger and Albatross, those who haven't pitted yet. But this will bring the field together, and this is what we want to see. This will give us some nice action. As, yeah, DeRoy has just disappeared. But it looked like he was around... yeah, out of the exit of the bus stop, the first half of the bus stop chicane. So yeah, AGHM Tiger pitting as well, Albatross as well. He's going to want to slow up a bit. He doesn't want to get stuck behind his teammate inside the pits. And Head Boompier most likely won't jump Lorick. So yeah, Lorick retains the lead. He's going to keep that lead, but he's going to be under a lot of pressure from AGHM Tiger, especially on that first lap down the Kemmel Straight, just like we saw in on lap 1. How Lorick got the lead first of all, and this is good for Albatross. This brings him. Oh whoa, Lorick. Almost missed the safety car there. That would not have been good. So yeah, with 3 laps to go, this is a little prelude to our sprint race that we're gonna have, because this just becomes another sprint race in and of itself. So Simon in the chat telling me that the top 3 who have just made their first pit stop are going to have to pit again, which is interesting, because if that is the case, this is going to be a pain for them. There's no way that they come back from that. So if they indeed do have to pit again, then Het Boompje is in a very nice place at the moment. As is Benny, as is Hyped Nova. Those are the current, if like I'm saying, if that is the case, then the current top 3 is Het Boompje, Benny, and Hyped Nova. But we'll see, we'll see. Oh yeah, maybe you were right, because Albatross is now pitting again. Maybe this will count as a... This is interesting. Oh, okay. Alright, so never mind. Lorik and AGHM Tiger are all good. It should count. But Albatross pitted again for some reason. It looked like because he accidentally went onto the mediums instead of the softs. So he had to pit again for the softs, which unfortunately now puts him down in 8th. So kind of rules him out here for the top 3. Het Boompje up 6. What a... He's been doing well throughout this race. Alright, so with the safety car in this lap, Benny got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with, I believe it was Hyped Nova. But I also had that in the last race, F1 race that we had, and normally for like a slight tap, they give you 5 seconds for a severe collision, so it's rather unfortunate. I don't think it doesn't look like it was a severe collision, as no one looks to have any damage. So I'm sure the stewards will remove that penalty. But now, a safety car in this lap, and we wait to see when Lorik decides to go. It looks like he's gone really early. He almost caught the safety car there. And, oh, as he's gone, and that is AGHM Tiger spinning away as he tried to get on the traction. Just too early, just too eager on that traction. And it cost him out of turn 19. So Lorik, with now a comfortable lead, coming down the main straight, the Kemmel straight, and Het Boompje a whole second back. So Het Boompje is going to be under a little bit of pressure from Benny, but not really. Benny is going to be under pressure from Hyped Nova, that's for sure. But I don't think Hyped Nova is going to get close enough. Yeah, no, he won't. So Hyped, unless he goes for it, he could go for it here. No, he's going to play it smart. So we have a 2-lap shootout now here in Spa for the win for the feature race. Who's going to win the feature race? Merv Martin. If he can make it up into the top 5, that would be quite impressive after his spin in turn 1. He seems to be getting close to Jack the Lad here. Jack the Lad's going to have to do some solid defending. And let's see penalties, because now coming towards the end of the race, penalties could play a pretty big role. So Benny has 5 seconds. Merv Martin now. Whoa, what a move. Up the inside of Jack the Lad in turn 10. So Benny has 5 seconds, but that'll be removed. So Benny's on for a podium at the moment. Hyped Nova 6 seconds. That won't do him any good. Merv Martin 3 seconds, Jack the Lad 3 seconds, and Albatross 3 seconds. So theoretically, AGHM Tiger, if it wasn't for Benny's 5 seconds, if Benny's 5 seconds weren't going to get removed, AGHM Tiger could still get third off of just penalties, but that's most likely not going to happen. But Benny now has to go into the pits. Is he going to serve his 5 seconds? This means he's going to have to serve his 5 seconds. I don't know why he's chosen to go into the pits. He doesn't have to serve his 5 seconds. I hope he knows that. Well, it's a bit too late now. Yeah, because he's gonna have to wait. Oh well, I guess the stewards will just have to take 5 seconds off of his finishing race time, which is unfortunate because I mean that's not gonna do him any good anyways. So either way, AGHM Tiger gets past Jack the Lad as well now. So Jack the Lad going backwards, and yeah, Lorik really running away with this. Merv Martin now. Geez, Merv Martin can get a podium. He's gotten past Albatross as well. AGHM Tiger has just gone straight, it looks like, into the barriers again. Just as so many before him have. Let's see here what. Oh, it's disappeared. So, geez, only 7 remain now in this race. As Merv Martin is getting very close to the back of Hyped Nova as well. So Merv Martin is on for a podium, which is impressive. But Lorik, who has really just dominated all day, or all race, I should say, is looks like he's gonna come across the line to win. But Merv Martin getting very, very close to the back of Hyped Nova. He's gonna go up the inside, but I'm gonna switch it back to Lorik. Yes, and Merv Martin does get past Hyped Nova, but goes a bit wide in doing so. But Lorik is gonna come through, I should say, the final 2 turns, and is going to win the feature race here in Belgium. Het Boompje comes across the line in 2nd, Merv Martin in 3rd, Hyped Nova in 4th, Jack the Lad off of penalties comes across in 5th, Albatross in 6th, and Benny, who unfortunately served his pit stop, I'm not sure why, will come across in 7th. He could have, I think, gotten a podium if he hadn't pitted. But I don't know, maybe there was another reason for him pitting. But either way, that is it for the feature race here in Belgium. Merv Martin, his streak of feature race victories ends today in Belgium in round 4. So his 3-race streak has ended and Lorik is the one who has ended it with a nice performance here in Belgium. So Lorik takes the win over Het Boompje and Merv Martin. So Carlin, or sorry, not Carlin, Campos getting two drivers on the podium again today. So good showing from them. But it is the BWT Race Lab team that takes the win with Lorik. But we're not done yet. We still have the sprint race as well, which will be a reverse grid. And I believe, as we only had 7 finishers, who was the last one to DNF? I believe it was AGHM Tiger. So I believe AGHM Tiger, yes, he will be starting on pole position in the sprint race. So final results for the feature race. Lorik, sorry, this is not the feature race. This is the feature race results. Lorik takes the win over Het Boompje. Merv Martin in 3rd. Hype Nova and the Carlin, after starting in 8th, comes across in 4th. Jack the Lad in 5th. Albatross in 6th. Benny in 7th. And then AGHM Tiger, DeRoy, Stuart Little, and Simon Jr. are all unfortunately DNFing from the race. So that will do it for the feature race. And now we wait for the sprint race. So yeah, AGHM Tiger will be leading the way into turn 1 in 1 lap's time when the race starts. Albatross working on his start there a bit. Alright, well, here we go then. They are coming towards the end of their lap, their formation lap. A very long one it is here at Spa. And they're going to line up for the beginning of the race. Only 9 laps, so this is going to be quite a quick one, I think. And now we wait for the entire field to line up as we get this beautiful shot of the Prima. And now, come on, let's switch the camera angle. There we go. It's, yeah, the glitch. So Head Boompier leaves. I want to invite him back, but we're going to see. Actually, I'll just invite him back real quick. As we get off to the start, Head Boompier, there we go. Confirm, yes, and invitation. Okay, we're back. AGHM Tiger getting off the start line quite nicely. Maintains lead. Benny in second. Albatross in third. They're all steaming down. Yeah, that... Nova putting a lot of pressure on Albatross. He's going to go up the inside. No, he's going to stick behind, but he's going to give it a beautiful run. Simon Jr. again, unfortunately, retiring from the session. AGHM Tiger. Benny now putting pressure. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wrong person. Oh, but we're getting a beautiful view now here of the battle, but there's a safety car deployed because unfortunately, Simon Jr. had a incident at Eau Rouge. So hold on, let me invite Head Boompier again real quick. Alright, so Head Boompier is back, so that's good. And if you're listening, Head Boompier, just to make things not too confusing, just stay in front for the safety car restart, and then once the safety car restarts, just, you know, let some people by down the, I don't know, maybe like down the Camel Straight or something. Because you started 5th, I believe, so yeah, just let everyone, or most people pass, and then just slot in, I guess. Merv Martin's in the pits. This is interesting. Maybe he had some front wing damage. Let's see. Not sure. Didn't quite catch it. He might have had some front wing damage though. What happened to Simon? He crashed through Eau Rouge, I think. I didn't actually see what happened, but from the little dot on the screen, it looked like he yeah, crashed in Eau Rouge. So yeah, just unlucky, I guess. So if Merv Martin can catch up to the field in a couple corners, he should, the safety car should come in this lap. If not, then the safety car is going to stay out another lap. But my goodness, what has happened here? A lot of confusion, it looks like. as to who's supposed to be where. And a whole lot of people have penalties. Benny with 5 seconds, Albatross, and DeRoy with 5 seconds. Same with Hypernova as well, so we'll have to see what happened there. I don't quite understand. I just saw a big clump slow down. So yeah, safety car is going to stay out for another lap, unfortunately. So a third of this race is going to be spent under safety car. So yeah, Albatross is going to the pits as well. So what is happening here? I think he's going to serve his 5 seconds. And he has front wing damage. Okay, so that's understandable. He's going to go on to soft tires, so he's going to be quick at the end of this race. Same with Hyped Nova, but he's going on to the medium tires. Interesting. Now the question is, doesn't look like Benny has enemy damage. DeRoy, I don't know if he has damage or not, actually. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh no, DeRoy does have damage. Front left end plate is gone, so DeRoy's gonna be a bit slower in this 6-lap shootout that we have as the sprint race. And yeah, hopefully Hypernova and Albatross catch up as quick as possible so that the safety car doesn't stay out for another lap. That's the last thing that we want. So yeah, interesting. Actually, DeRoy probably didn't pit because Hypernova pit, so they didn't want to double stack, which is understandable. But I thought DeRoy, maybe he wasn't ahead of I'm not sure at this point. I'm really not. But Head Boompier leads from AGHM Tiger, who had that spin. Actually, no, that was in the feature race. I forgot. But AGHM Tiger, who started on pole, and then Benny with 5 seconds. But I'm not sure if those will get removed or not because I don't know exactly what happened. But normally penalties like that, severe collisions under safety car, normally get removed because they're just for silly little taps. But we'll see. Okay, safety car is in this lap. Race control have spoken. So we can finally get this race back underway. Head Boompier is just going to lead the field. He's going to wait. He's going to weave, wait. Last time we saw Lord go quite early. Let's see how early Head Boompier decides to go. Not yet. He's being patient. Still nothing. Coasting. Still nothing. He might wait until yeah, I think he might wait until the bus stop chicane and then just accelerate out of it. That's a smart little plan. There he goes. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, no, not yet. Now he's gonna go. There he goes. He went very wait. Stuart Little got a beautiful run. Oh, I take it back. DeRoy now gets a lovely run on them as they all come through turn 1 side by side. No contact though. Very nice, clean racing from the lot of them. Head Boompier now. With pressure, or no, he's got no pressure, but Benny behind him has a lot of pressure. Sorry about that. And now they are swarming up behind him with that slipstream. As they're going 3 wide almost. No, they thought about it, but no. Side by side, Stuart Little and AGHM into turn 1, and Stuart Little has spun again. I saw that coming. Last time we had 2 people side by side into turn 5. It didn't end up well, and this time it is no different. And Stuart Little gets spun out of turn 5, I believe. Oh no, that was turn 6 actually, I think. So yeah, unlucky for Stuart Little. I do feel for him. It is quite frustrating when you're at the front of the field battling for his position off the start, and you get spun. Albatross getting very close to Jack the Lad. He has the inside line, so this should theoretically be an easy move, but Jack the Lad isn't going to make it easy for him as Benny retires from the session. Ooh, no, Benny has clouted the wall. What a shame as well, because Benny was running well. He was in third, I believe. And again, the curbs just caught him out. So Benny, I'm going to assume he just lost traction out of what would that be, turn 13. And virtual safety car is out. Thankfully no safety car, that would have been an absolute pain. And Het Boompje, our leader, gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC. That hurts a lot. At least he's right there, so he can get in and out. But yeah, that's not going to help his race at all, considering we only have 4 laps left in this sprint race. But meanwhile, Lorik now, the winner of the feature race, finds himself in a very pretty second place. So that looks like a bit of a track extension. Either way, Lorik is going to look down now to hunt AGHM Tiger. And Merv Martin as well, getting very close to the back of DeRoy. Albatross as well, close to the back of Hyped Nova. Stuart Little, 3 seconds, another 3 seconds as well, so that's not going to help him out at all. That's already 6 seconds worth of time penalties after 5 laps, 3 of which were under safety car. But whoa, Albatross is very quick. He's going to be on the soft tires, so he's going to have a nice little pace advantage over people on the mediums, such as Hyped Nova, as you just saw, sweeping down the inside of Hyped Nova into turn 12, I believe that was. As oh no, Jack the Lad as well has had a bit of a spin. So these curbs here in, these curbs really catching people out here in Spa. These cars, F2 cars, very tricky, very tricky to handle. But AGHM Tiger remains in the lead, but only with a slender 6/10 advantage over, Stuart Little has retired from the session. As you can see, that is his car there in the background in the barriers, and that's another virtual safety car. My goodness. Yellow flags aplenty is this race, my goodness. We can't catch a break. Oof. So let's see who can, if anyone will get caught out by the virtual safety car. Stuart Little leaves the session, understandable. DRS is enabled now, finally. It's about time. And DeRoy gets a very nice restart on Merv Martin. He's going to go down the inside into turn number 5. And so will Albatross, who is on the quick, soft tires. So he's going to try and get a move on here on Merv Martin and eventually on DeRoy as well. This could be a very nice points finish here for BWT Race Lab if they can get it together. DeRoy is still under a lot of pressure, though, from Merv Martin. Merv Martin has not given up. DeRoy is on the same medium tire compound as Merv Martin, but Merv Martin is putting him under a lot of pressure, and so is Albatross. These three. Hopefully not a recipe for disaster, as Merv Martin's going to make his move now. Round the outside into turn 12. Is it going to stick? Very close, side by side. And DeRoy gets through. As Albatross going to now try and capitalize on this as well. He gets very close, but not quite close enough. Ooh, was he had a look. But now with that was DeRoy very wide. So that's going to give Albatross the free place, and Albatross is now going to look for Merv Martin to try and make an overtake on him. And he's getting very close to Merv Martin already. My goodness, and just down the straight. Maybe setup, maybe just slipstream. Who knows? I didn't think slipstream was that strong though, as Merv Martin got very loose out of turn 19, the bus stop chicane, and now Albatross is going to look to capitalize on this. If I were him, I wouldn't be too aggressive. He still has the DRS zone coming up, and he's going to wait behind. So he will get DRS down this Kemmel straight, and he's going to be in a prime position to to overtake Hypernova, who's in the pits. He's going to be in a prime position to overtake Merv Martin, who is going defensive down now down the Kemmel Straight, but nothing can defend against Slipstream and DRS, and so does DeRoy. DeRoy flies past as well, and DeRoy is going to try and take a look down at Albatross down the inside into turn 5. It was a good effort, but Albatross, just on those quicker tires, quickly made sure that he remained ahead. Lorik still behind AGHM Tiger, but not able to get past. So now this becomes a battle between DeRoy and Rivardez, I believe. Sorry, apologies for the yawn. As I think Albatross will quickly pull away from DeRoy. So Merv Martin, as DeRoy gets a 3-second time penalty. That's already 8 seconds on his name, so that's not going to be any good for him. Merv Martin still putting a lot of pressure on DeRoy. But remember, DeRoy does have that wing damage. Yep. It looked like he let him by, really. It wasn't really much of a fight. Maybe it was a mistake, but it looked more of a... it looked more, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. Apologies for that. I can't think of it. But now, back with the leaders. We haven't really looked at them too much, but coming on to the last 2 laps, we might want to look at them a bit more, because Lorik with DRS has been getting quite close to AGHM Tiger, who is defending... he's been defending quite well, really, to stay ahead of Lorik, who's been behind him almost this entire race. So now, let's hop on board with Lorik. As he gets Slipstream, he's going to have DRS on the Kemmel Straight as well. Bit of a lag. I thought he got onto the grass a bit too much there, but here we go. DRS down the Kemmel Straight. How effective is it, really? Quite effective. He is very close to the back of AGHM Tiger. And this is going to set him up beautifully for lap 9, when he needs to get up preferably even closer. Hyped Nova gets past Head Boompier, who is in the pits again. I'm not sure why. Head Boompja, I think, and not Head Boompier. But yeah, Lorik still half a second behind AGHM Tiger. If he can just hold this half a second gap, it will. They'll be side by side into turn 5. I can guarantee you that. In lap 9. So he just needs to keep putting pressure on AGHM and stay close behind him, because it's really important. But it's very difficult with dirty air through these quick sweeping right and left hand turns that you're seeing them go through now to really stay behind. But he's done a good job of it. Now he's going to have a nice little slipstream down the final straight, and this is going to get him even closer to AGHM Tiger and put AGHM Tiger under a lot of pressure. We saw AGHM Tiger spin out at the bus stop chicane earlier, when he was under a lot of pressure to get past Lorik. This time, if he can defend from Lorik, does he get on the power nice? And yeah, he does get on the power quite nicely. But Lorik has that DRS. It's going to bring him just a bit closer by a couple tenths. That's all you need here in Spa. And now, through turn 1, he gets a nice exit. He gets a beautiful exit. AGHM Tiger's going to have to do a lot of defending here into well, down the Kemmel Straight, the Kemmel Straight, I believe it is. Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry if I'm messing this up. I've been messing this up the entire time. But either way, it's not important, because Lorik is now gaining on AGHM Tiger. He's going to go take the inside line, and he's going to, well, not quite sweep ahead. They're going to be side by side through turns 5 and 6. They get close, and AGHM Tiger has spun and is into the barriers. We see this all the time. Every time they go side by side into turns 5 and 6, they always touch, and the one on the inside always, well, at least in F2 this seems to be this way, always ends up spinning, which is rather unfortunate. Merv Martin capitalized on that. He's up into third now in AGHM Tiger. I feel so bad. I don't think he's won yet, and he's shown some really good pace. But Lorik, well, if he can keep things together here through these final couple of turns, Lorik will prevail here in Belgium. He almost did the clean sweep. Second in qualifying earlier today. Then he won the feature race quite convincingly after taking first place from his teammate on lap 1. And now he is going to come through the final 2 turns, the final bus stop chicane here in Belgium, to win the sprint race as well. Lorik is officially king of Belgium here in TRL Season 1 as he wins the F2 sprint race in Belgium. Albatross's teammate comes across in second for a 1-2 for the BWT Race Lab team. That's going to be a very good points tally for them. Merv Martin comes across in third with a nice comeback drive. AGHM in fourth after an unfortunate spin here on this last lap. DeRoy in fifth. Hyped Nova, will most likely come across in sixth. And then Hedboompje might come across in seventh, but depending on if Jack the Lad can close up by 8/10, doesn't look like he can, because now it's almost a second. But yeah, Hedboompje now comes across, Hedboompje, my goodness, comes across the line for 7th place, and Jack the Lad will have to settle for 8th today. So, wow, what a sprint race. A lot of it spent under either virtual safety car or safety car, but nonetheless, still provided us with some quality entertainment. Yeah, we're seeing the podium flooded by 2 teams here in this F2 league. It's been BWT, Race Lab, and Campos who have really been on the podium quite often this season in F2. But I'm sure we will see some outsiders every once in a while as well. Hopefully, because it always makes things a bit more exciting. But here we go. For the sprint race, we'll go through those results first. Lorik takes the win over Albatross, his teammate, in second. Merv Martin, after starting in 6th, comes across in 3rd for the final podium position. AGHM Tiger in 4th. DeRoy in 5th. Hyped Nova in 6th. Jack the Lad in 7th. Hedboompje in 8th. Stuart Little in 9th. Benny in 10th. And Simon Jr. in 11th. All the last 3 all DNFing. And the weekend results... Well, Lorik really dominated, 42 points to round it out with the win. Albatross in 2nd, Merv Martin in 3rd, 1 point behind Albatross. Hedboompje in 4th, Hyped Nova in 5th, Jack the Lad in 6th, AGHM Tiger in 7th, Benny in 8th, DeRoy in 9th. And I didn't have enough time to finish out 10th and 11th. So yeah, that was TRL Season 1 F2 League for you guys this week in Belgium. This was round 4. And next up, I believe we have Monaco. So that should be an interesting one. So yeah, round 5 in Monaco. I hope to see you guys then. Same time as always, Friday, 8 p.m. GMT. This next time, I promise, will be on time. And until then, stay safe. And we will see you guys in Monaco. Goodbye.